Hello, everybody. Duke of Hoth back here for an episode of Let's Play Victoria 2 as the United States of America, of course. We're back here, and I was trying to think of what to do this episode. Last episode, we finished our war with Mexico. In 5 years, we can go back to war with them, and we will for the rest of Texas and New Mexico? Question mark? Yes. But this episode, I was just thinking about war plans. I think as soon as I can, I noticed Spain is allied with the United Kingdom and Italy. We're also allied with Italy, but they're allied with the United Kingdom, which is bad. So if and when we go, I think we're going to go no matter what, but when we go to war with Spain for Cuba, if the UK joins, I looked it up, and apparently to release puppets, it's 2.5 infamy. So if I did that, I would get 5 infamy for these two states, which is something I have to do eventually anyways. And 10 per thing. So if I did Cuba, it would be a 10, and then Spanish West Indies would be another 10, which isn't really worth it, but I might as well. So I would look up the thing for Cuba, and then I would look up one for against the British as well. But I think that'll be next episode or the episode after. I'm just going into whatever. France will not ally us yet, but I noticed that Austria will. So I'm going to give them an alliance as well. I'm not going to go into any wars over there, that's for sure. I'm not joining any European wars, but I'll take all the allies I can get. Like, how about Russia? Russia won't accept either? Oh, they might accept in a second or two. Are they in a war? They're in a war with Sweden, who I'm supporting. I kind of want to ally with Russia, but who knows. I'd rather ally with Sweden, to be honest with you. Sure, let's take an alliance with Sweden, I guess. I don't know. Jai Solmer went bankrupt, that's fine. I don't care, really. Germany and Britain still hate me. France, I'm at the best relations, but they still want to ally me, so whatever. Anyways, what I'm going to do this episode, since I still can't control factories, is I'm going to try to get my political bearings up here. Pennsylvania and New York. Let's see. The electorate vote is still... It's not looking great here. It really isn't in those two states. Ohio is still looking great. Massachusetts is great. New England is great. And then we have one on Georgia to build that up. Kentucky is getting there. And we've been using our national focus on the loyalty all game, just because I really want, the Southern Democrats in there so I can start fixing our economy, getting bonuses and stuff, because I'll play on two, I guess, if you have factories in your state that use the resources that are in the state, you get production bonuses and stuff. For example, if I put a lumber mill in New England here, it's all lumber, or timber. All of New England is timber, so if I had put a lumber factory, or a lumber mill in New England, we would get a bonus because there's timber in New England. Whereas if I put a lumber mill in Virginia, or not Virginia, North Carolina here, it's all tobacco and cotton, we wouldn't get a bonus for it. And the AI usually, they don't think of that. The AI just does whatever it wants, which is unfortunate. And there's nothing I can do to change or influence what goes where. Unless I can use national focus to encourage certain industries, automotive industry, electrical, chemical. I can technically do that, but it's much easier just to control the factories directly. We can create a bunch of states, but with impending wars with Britain and everyone else, I still want to stay safe, so let's see. Oregon and Washington are on the coast. We're not going to make them states yet. Alaska, the same thing. They're hard to get to. Yukon Territory. That's a little bit too close for my liking. It borders Colombia, and also somebody just walks through Alaska. I'm not willing to do that yet. State in the Caribbean, that's still too vulnerable to make a state. Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Nunavut, and the Northwest Territories, which is pretty much, let's see, that's Alberta, Manitoba, that says Alberta, Saskatchewan. We can do it in Saskatchewan too. Yeah. Manitoba, Nunavut, and the Northwest Territories. I'm not doing it in Nunavut because that's very exposed as well, and the Quebec people could get it. Same thing with Manitoba, it's exposed by the sea. I don't have, Alberta is kind of accessible through Columbia, but I don't really have a problem making Saskatchewan and Alberta, for that matter, states right now. So let's do that. Actually, let's just make Saskatchewan a state. So on this October 22nd of 1893, I'm making Saskatchewan a state. There we go. Saskatchewan granted statehood. We created a free state. And that's Saskatchewan. Yeah, it's still got a lot of Métis, and it's full of Indians. Native Americans, rather, not Indians, because they're in America. The nationality is, Yankees only 12%, but I guess we had the 1% of bureaucrats that we needed. So eventually all of these will probably migrate, or not migrate, either more people will move up there, or, yeah, they'll definitely move up there now that it's a bordering state, that's for sure, but just because it's a state. Cement factory in Montgomery. Liberia, let's check up on that. I mean, I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on Liberia. Sure, let's increase our opinion on Liberia. Doesn't really matter too much. And Argentina, like I checked also, there's no way for me to really get rid of their presidential dictatorship. I can add them to my sphere, which I don't think changes their government. And that would mean I can't really change it either. I can acquire their state, which doesn't do much. I can cut them down to size, which won't do much for me, but it might cause rebels or something. I can free people, which frees a country or something, I think. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, there's no applicable states. That's for, like, if I wanted to free people in Canada from the UK, like the UK menace like I did earlier. That's not to free people from their government, unfortunately. There's liberate country, which there are no applicable states, and humiliate, which so I can't really get rid of any of these guys' dictatorships, unfortunately. So I think I'm just gonna like influence them once, or if they flip back over to a good government. Literally, look at this. This is ridiculous. Ecuador flipped while we were at war, I think, and so now Ecuador, this whole coastline, Peru, Chile, and then all of these guys are all bad governments, either bourgeoisie dictatorship, presidential dictatorship, bourgeoisie, proletarian dictatorship, all the things with the word dictatorship are bad. So yeah, I'm just going to hold Colombia and Venezuela tight, and Brazil, because I don't mind the government, even His Majesty's government. How's our migrations going? We're gaining 8,000 people a month, or a day, or something. That might be a day, actually, because it changes every day. We're going to speed up to speed 3, and look at Colombia, too. They gain a bunch of people, and I noticed something. Like, in our country, most of the people, the culture, are all, like, accepted cultures. Like, even in New York, where people immigrate a lot, they're all Yankee. Whereas in Colombia, I guess they don't have any assimilation stuff, because look how many different cultures there are here. There's German, Italian, Serbian, Bulgarian, so pretty much everybody that immigrates here, just, they're just there. They're not assimilating at all. It's just it's funny, in my opinion. Naval base in Houston. Oh, yeah, that's one thing we could do. One thing we could definitely do. The reactionary went up a tiny bit to 13% in the upper house. That's fine, I guess. Ooh, elections. I'm going to vote straight reactionary and hope, really just sincerely hope that we get it. 3,000 unemployed craftsmen in Nevada, Utah. Okay. Real quick, before we keep playing. Okay, I'm not going to reopen that because there's nobody that needs to work there right now. I'm supporting all my factories, which I don't know if that's good or bad, really. Nevada, Utah, come on. Okay. I guess open that because that's the only one that's doing anything. The other one's nowhere near done. Okay. And then 1,000 in Arizona, whoopee. Arizona, open up in Arizona. See, they probably don't have any of the resources they, require. Let's bump up our forts across the state. Control click. If these are going to be potential states, we gotta, keep them fortified. Across all of Iceland and Greenland, of course. We got enough money to deal with it. Wickedness must be stamped out. Oh, let's expand the naval base in Iceland. Limited citizenship. Somaliland. I always do their beliefs must be respected just because it gives you less. It doesn't, like, take away anything. Artillery and canned food factories. Wickedness must be stamped out, of course. I'm hoping that by the time the game usually ends in 1936 that we're a manufacturing powerhouse, because all of the extra states plus the immigration bonuses we get, and then hopefully reactionary government so I can fix the factories. In fact, if I get a reactionary government, I just might do that off screen because it takes me a long time to sift. I'd like sift through everything. I'm very pro-military, yeah, sure. I usually sift through every single state and look at what they have and how many people and this and that and the other, so I might just do that off camera if I do get a conservative government or a whatever, reactionary. Just so you guys don't have to get put through that. Because that's kind of a boring thing anyways, to watch me like build factories and, yeah, I don't know. Speaking of which, let's build more military units. Wickedness must be stamped out. Secularized. We want moralism. I mean, truthfully, my beliefs now are that, because we live in America, we're a free country, anybody should be able to believe what they want. But in the game, moralism is usually just the way to go. There's one God and only one God and everything. I mean, as a person, I don't know. I think that since the United States is a free country, though, we should allow people to, and respect their worshipping whoever they want, and we do right now, I think. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm not even going to get into religious and government stuff, because that's just annoying. Pro-military, jingoism. Of course, jingoism. I'm hoping that we get a reactionary government, because once we flip the governments of Pennsylvania and New York, we'll get reactionary like that, and it'll be great. Expressionist music, excellent, excellent. Okay, so what am I doing here? I have no idea. No idea what I'm doing here. Where's my armies meeting up? Basaso? Where's that? Oh, in Africa. Ooh, they're beating. Speaking of which, do I have an African troop that I brought over? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? I'm gonna check that. Like, is there a fleet just from, or an army just from Africa? Burlington, New Orleans. No, apparently not. Can we make one in Africa? I'm curious. Build army. We can build 15 units in Africa. Karl Kotsky joined the Social Democrat Party. Spain has gone bankrupt. That's great for us. Okay, hold on. Okay, we're paused. Tensions between ourselves and other great powers have erupted in Abu Dhabi over the issue of criminal investigations. Our position is that we have the right to conduct our own criminal investigations in Abu Dhabi without interference from local or foreign authorities. This position is obviously contested by our rivals. Our choice here is to either assert our position, which will be seen as undercutting Abu Dhabian independence, or fall back, which means losing influence in Abu Dhabi. I'm not losing prestige, guys. I'll gain 1 infamy, whoopee. And apparently the Abu Dhabians like that too, because it increased our relations by 5. So that we can build 15 units in Africa, and how many in the States? 24 in the States. I kind of don't remember what how big my unit layout is. I think, let's just build 1 in Africa. I assume we can't build any guards in Africa. Yeah, of course not. So pause real quick. We're gonna build. Uh, hmm. We take from the highest pool, so because these guys die first or the most, because they're they're in the front line. 5. Let's see. Usually my unit makeup is like 12. I think a usual unit, and then sometimes I just put them together. Engineer in Africa. I only need 1, so. And then the reason I'm doing this is I'm going to leave them in Africa in case we do have like communist uprisings or something, just so I have men there. Doesn't really hurt me. They can't do anything colonizing territory like that, but it's just really annoying to deal with them. Boer. And Unyamwezi Hussar. There we go. I think that's everything, right? Men. Yeah, that's everything. So they'll meet in Africa, and that they'll just stay there to protect Africa from any possible rebels. I'll have them on rebel hunting. Naval bases. Let's build up our naval bases here. Help the local poor, sure. Let's expand all of our naval bases, really. I wonder how big our navy is, like, in terms of compared to other people. We still have plenty of money. Okay, I got scared there for a second. I saw I couldn't do it, and I was like, wait, what? State capitalism just because I want to go reactionary. Naval base. Of course, we need our forts built up in D.C. I don't know why we haven't done that, but I'm going to build up all the forts in New York as well, just because. Did we get it? Ah, 25% of... Ah, dang it. Oh, well. Maybe next election we'll get it. That's what I'm really hoping for. So all the forts in New York are being built up. That's great. We don't even have any forts there. Put forts there. I'm spending a lot of money on this that I probably shouldn't be, but... An admiral's dead. Woe is me. Fort Severn. There we go. Oh, geez, yeah, we're running low on money, kind of. Portugal's gone bankrupt. That's fine. And now, what I'm going to do is check our ports on this coast, because I didn't build up any of these. Okay, Portland's already maxed out, and the one in California we need to build up. We already are. That's good. Oh, we can increase railroads, so people are definitely going to buy into railroads soon. Asquith. Asquith. I assume that's... I'm going to look where that is, but... I assume that's in Manitoba. Or Saskatchewan, rather. Yeah. It's in Saskatchewan. Cool. So we have cores there already, which is great. Once we make places into states, we start getting cores on them, if we don't already have them. Transvaal. Decrease opinion of... Nobody's even trying for them, so why are we even still at... I don't know. Decrease opinion of France, sure. Sweden. Let's decrease Russia, I guess. Yeah, that's a good call. Ooh, Belgium. Kick their butts out. Bye, Belgium. Let's put a 3 on him, just because Where do I have the option to... I don't know. I have the option to do it somewhere. Colombia and Argentina. Okay, Argentina. We're going to put them on our sphere, I guess, just so we have them there, but... Colombia. Oh, they're communist. Ew. And Britain's still losing that Great War. That's funny. I'm on speed 3, so... Ooh, Colombia and Venezuela have... No, those are my two democracies. I'm not losing them. Venezuelan Citizen Guard, and where's the Colombian ones? Oh. Okay, I do not have troops here. That's bad. I think they have... Their militaries can deal with it, right? They have a military? Yeah, they have a 17 and they have 3. So, technically they should be able to deal with their own rebels, right? Do I have to come over there and do it? Is that their capital? No, they're on their capital. Okay. I'll keep an eye on these guys, just to make sure nothing happens. With our men in Africa, I'd also like to build another unit here in America, of course. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Transvaal, they're going after Transvaal. Good luck with that. Pueblo. Let's take the one off Pueblo. Tahiti region. Let's do that, because honestly, everyone in Tahiti hates me. And then, let's have a nice meeting point here, wherever this is. In Louisiana, sure. We'll pause real quick, and we'll build more armies, this time in America. Oof. Excuse me. We'll do a 1. Where's the 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, Mexican cuirassier and a Mexican hussar? Yeah, there we go. And we need cannons and another engineer, so let's get an engineer from Anglo-Canadian. Fort Wayne, Marietta, Lexington, Biloxi. There we go. A lot of factories being built, but of course... Oh, the unemployment isn't that bad. That's really good. I'm glad. Oh, oh. Britain is getting wrecked. They're getting shreked, dude. They are getting shreked. How's it... I can't even speak. I'm so... Okay, they have 192 brigades. They're getting shreked, dude. Their capital's been sieged. And they're allied with the Netherlands, too. Austria's wrecking the Netherlands. Look at that. France, they have London. They captured everything. France must have really pushed in there. I can't see here, but they must be fighting them back hard. Because the French are on Britain Island, something I could never do. I mean, that's another reason I really want to ally France, just so they can... Just so, you know, I have a super powerful ally. Oh, I mean, Britain really doesn't want to be humiliated, but... You know, I think they're going to lose eventually anyways. Their capital's been sieged. So there's a crisis. Germany wants Bulgaria to be independent. The Russians are backing the Ottomans. I don't really care either way. Italy's going to support Germany, they think, and Switzerland will probably support Germany. Yeah, so if they do that, I'll join Germany also, because I really don't care either way. Lumber mill has been built in Hartford. Paper mill has been built in Philadelphia. Oh. Austria accepted the peace offer. Cut down the UK, and Great War capitulation. GG. So Britain has just been weakened, and France is just getting propelled upwards. Which also reminded me, I did start that timer. Yes, I did. They're 45 seconds. Okay. It didn't remind me of that, sorry. It reminded me, if we want to catch up to France and become like number 1 or 2, we've got a ways to go. We have 1442 total power. France has 2460, so we are 1,000 away from France. I mean, prestige, we still have like 400 to go, which is surprisingly a lot. Usually the USA has a lot of prestige. We're number 4 in the world for prestige. Man, what did we do? No idea. Must have done something to lose prestige. I don't know. But also, so yeah, we have 1,000 to go to catch up to France. So that's pretty upsetting. But I think we can do it if I get a reactionary government. If I get a reactionary government, I think I can do it. Off camera, I can organize all the factories, and I really think that'll boost up our economy. And hopefully people will actually, with all the immigrants we're getting in, hopefully they'll all want to work. And so our industrial score will eventually go up. It definitely won't be as high as France's. But hopefully between our industrial score, our military score, which is currently higher than theirs, and our prestige, we can beat France. Maybe not beat France, but at least get in like the top 3. That'd be nice. Because, I mean, we've been wrecking the UK and Germany all game, and they're still in the number 2 and 3 slot. Like, come on. But, yeah, that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. Sorry I didn't get a lot done. Mainly this was a political episode. I was just trying to influence other nations and stuff, and I built up a lot of forts and stuff, and, well, actually, specifically just naval bases, whatever they're called. Which also reminds me, let me do these, and let's do that, too. Put forts throughout Alaska. And yeah, I think next episode we might just... That's funny. Quebec. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't know how that happened, but Quebec cut their ties with Britain. They're no longer a satellite, so we can just annex them. That's pretty cool. So, because they have no allies, no nothing, we can just annex them right now. So, I mean, we're not going to right now, but I think the first thing we're going to do... I was going to say next episode we're going to go to war, possibly, with the UK and Spain. But I think next episode what we're going to do, once our infamy goes down enough, we're going to go to war with Quebec and annex it right away. Before anybody can ally them or sphere them or anything like that, we're just going to swoop in there and get it. And we'll be one step closer. We'll just have Newfoundland and Colombia to go, and we can get Colombia at almost any time, too. So, yeah. That'll be it for I was wondering why the heck it was so weird like that, but I don't know why they're crossing like that. Sometimes it glitches out like that. Anyways, guys, I will catch you all next time. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know I did, and I'm excited for next episode and the other episodes beyond. Wait, what? Okay, I guess that's been like that for a while. Wait, what? No, it hasn't. Peru was at war. I know they were at war. I didn't realize they were at war with Ecuador. Jeez Louise. So Peru just annexed that. That's great, that whole state. That's annoying. Though, Ecuador still has cores, so hopefully if rebels overthrow them, they'll get, you know... Maybe they'll be able to get a stronger military, and I'll be able to ally them and stuff, and I'll help them get their cores back. Sorry, I keep blabbering. That's the end of the episode. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like, a comment, whatever. It's much appreciated. Next episode, we're going to go to war with Quebec and annex it. Once our infamy goes down a little bit. Hopefully, the next time an election comes along, we'll get a reactionary government. I'm really waiting for that. So yeah, and hopefully by the end of the game, we'll have a strong economy thanks to Canada and everything else. But I will see you next time. So, goodbye.